What do you see when you're in the dark and the demons come?
Finally. One hell of a day. It's the kind of day that keeps you up with those late night thoughts. It's the kind of day that makes you want to quit smoking. Or start smoking. Whatever you didn't do before, that's what you want to do now. The sun is hitting the sky like a fried egg in a greasy spoon, and nothing has been figured out. It all started with that dame. That dame. I hadn't had a case in weeks. They'd cut off my power, and my landlord was about to kick me to the curb. Then she walked in.
You the dick?
That's private dick to you.
Fine, private dick. Don't you know enough to open the door for a lady?
Secretary usually does that for me.
And where's she?
Had to let her go. Personality conflicts.
I've got a problem.
Getting to the right place. It's got your guttered a bunch.
My husband's gone missing, you see. And even though he's a son of a bitch, I love the poor sod. So, can you find him for me?
Usually a service like that requires some sort of payment. You, have something in mind?
I've got a wad of greenbacks itching for a new home.
Where was you last seen?
Back at the house. That's the address. I've got to run. Call me if you find anything. You know how to use a phone, don't you? Just flip it open and push the button.
Yeah, I know. I should have known better at the time. This woman was trouble with a capital T. Little R, little O, little U. Big B's. And a small L and a small E. The address she gave me took me to a nice part of town. The part of town you want your kids to rob. They get all the best stuff in the fancy neighborhoods. I felt out of place. Mostly because I don't have kids. Light was out. Story of my life. I guess it's my own fault. I always prefer casing joints at night. Trouble is, you can't see anything. The place was nice. As far as I could tell, they seemed like the happiest couple in the world. Wondered what skeletons they had in their closet. Well, that's ironic. Or maybe it's coincidence. I can never tell the difference. Either way, no bones about it. I didn't see that coming. Being a detective is more instinct than actual detecting. You'll see something and you won't know what it means, but it'll tickle the back of your brain. Like a feather on the back of your brain. In your skull, where your brain is. And there's a feather there, moving around in the back of your head like a...
Dick.
Dame, you weren't expecting me.
Well, I gave the address, so kinda. Yeah.
I got some good news and some bad news.
What's the bad news?
Your husband's dead.
What's the good news?
I found him.
How do you know it's him?
It's my job to know these things. Trust me. It's him. My head was clouded. I needed a drink to clear it up. All the evidence pointed to her, but it didn't make sense. Why would she kill her own husband, hide him in the closet, and then hire me to find him? This stunk worse than two skunks mating at a fish market. And to top it off, I had lost my lighter. And there she was, my old secretary. I always knew she held a candle for me. Good gal. But it didn't work out.
It was good to see him, even if he was a son of a bitch.
Trouble is, spending time with her is like eating pizza at midnight. Seems like a great idea at the time, but the next morning, your stomach aches, you feel all greasy, and there's no mouthwash in the world that'll get that taste out of your mouth.
I wondered how business was.
Business had dropped off since she left. Can't even seem to get the power bill paid.
He never could keep himself together when I wasn't around.
What the hell am I doing here? I got a stiff in a closet with no pants. I got a widow on the lam with no alibi. And now I can't seem to find my damn wallet.
It was clear that he needed my help.
God, I wish she had an Andy in her pocket. If I skip on another bar tab, I'm mincemeat.
He needed me on this case. I could see it in his eyes.
I knew she wanted to help. Tough break, doll. Better leave this one to the pros. No lighter, no wallet. Morning was breaking, and the drink had finally gone to my head. I needed my gun.
I didn't know where else to go.
You could have stood over there.
I've been framed, I tell you. Framed.
Whoa, slow down! She was more scared than a kitten in front of a firing squad. Which is to say, scared. Who are you running from?
Her, I tell you, her. She forced me to hire you. She had it all planned out.
Who?
You!
You?
That's what she said. And look how she ended up.
Well, why? The old man, the woman? Why'd you do it, Dollface?
On the heart of this operation. I run this joint. I keep your bills paid. I keep your files in order. I solve your cases. You think you can just pat me on the head and chuck me on the chin and it's okay? Well, not anymore. I wear the pants in this operation and we both know it. I've got the pants!
Pants. Remember that tickle in the back of the brain? With the feather and the brain and the tickling? Suddenly, it all came together. The missing lighter, the missing wallet, the missing ID. I'm not wearing pants.
So now I'm gonna have to kill you too.
I won't deny it, Dollface. Things have gone to hell since you left. Power's off. Water's off. My pants are off.
So now the real question is, how many bullets can you afford? Just the one I plugged into the broad and the floorboards? Or another one?
Hell of a day, like I said before, and I don't know what's what. I solved the case. Sort of. I got my pants back. Sorta. I even managed to keep my job as a private dick. Sort of.